Hi. I don't know who yelled that. It's someone famous, so I'll take it. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Look at you all offensively attractive people. And your agents. Yeah, it's going to be that sort of night, so start drinking. Yeah. Oh, round of applause for that, sure. Welcome, you guys, to Fashion LA Awards, brought to you by the Daily Front Row. Yay! I'm your host for this evening, Beyonce. But you can call me Celeste Barber or Lady Gaga. Yeah, this isn't lost on me, just quietly. Lady Gaga, chill. I'm in Tom Ford that I didn't pay for. It's fine. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited to be here. Now, for those of you kind of sitting out there looking at your friends going, I'm hungry. And also, who the hell's this bitch? Yeah. Have a little look at this and see if it jogs your memory. Yeah. That's slipping off the chair at the end, not acting. He's liquid sunshine. Yeah, I'm that really amazing, talented, excellent comedian who got to hang out with him at New York Fashion Week last year. It was very exciting for me. I'm one of you. You might not think that. That's not a joke. I am actually one of you. I get invited to front row stuff as well. Look, I get to sit front row. See? Don't be jealous. Now, for those of you who don't know me from that, whatever, but you might know me from my Instagram account where I parody photos, I parody photos of really beautiful, rich and famous people. So I parody photos of you, essentially. But I don't want it to get weird. I don't want you to be mean or anything to me. It's all in good humour, don't hate the player, hate the game and all that. But, and I'm sure that you're kind of looking at me now going, I'm really threatened by her. This is really intense. Don't be, okay? I may be the only one in the room that made out with Tom Ford publicly, but don't be intimidated, yeah? Okay, we're different leagues. For example, when you guys, take your clothes off and take photos of yourself naked and put them on Instagram, you guys are so empowering to women. But when I do it, I'm a bit more brave than empowering. Power, power Gaga. Huh. No, I'm not freaking out. That's actually how I say your name. You've kissed Tom Ford? Just be cool. You've kissed Tom Ford. Speaking of brave, the fashion industry is getting really brave now, and I'm really pumped for it. All about, inclusive bodies and body positivity. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. I know, it's really good to see. And we're seeing it on runways, and we're also starting to see it on some covers of magazines. Oh, who put that there? Sorry. I don't know who put that there. So sorry. I don't know who flew that all the way from Australia. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, But it's great. All about body positivity, which I am mad for. And I just hope it sticks around. That's kind of my fear. I worry that it's going to be like, you know, a passing fad, like celery juice or Tamagotchis or, I don't know, Jordan Woods or something. Oh my God, she said it. Oh my God, she said it. She didn't. She did. It's not being filmed, don't worry. Also, just quickly, while I've got you, it is not lost on me that the host of this last year, Darren Criss, went on to win a Golden Globe and an Emmy after hosting this. Oh, yeah. See, they call it the Daily Front Row Fashion Host effect. They don't. I made that up. I totally made that up. But I wouldn't be surprised if next year I don't know, won a Nobel Peace Prize or something. That'd be amazing. But don't say hi to me because I would have forgotten about all of you then. I'll be hanging out with the Obamas, just so we know. All right, rock stars. Let's get into some awards, yeah? Yeah. Let's get busy. Because those baggies in your free designer-given totes aren't going to snort themselves. All righty. First award. Our Fashion Entrepreneur of the Year is Kate Hudson this year. Wow, Kate Hudson. What can I say about you, Kate Hudson, your dream vote? You are an incredible woman. I mean, most women are terrified that they're going to turn into their mothers, where you run at it screaming with a green juice and a tambourine. And we love you for it. Here to present the Fashion Entrepreneur of the Year to Kate Hudson is Jennifer Meyer.
Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, that's so sweet. Okay, to say that Kate and I go way back would be an understatement. I think she is 1,000% my first friend, like fetus time. Yeah, fetus friend. For sure, 100%. She's my sister, so I love presenting an award to you. Kate and I went to high school together. I mean, we went to elementary school together. We did everything together. But one of my first memories of Kate, which I think I actually said on this stage a couple years ago when she did something really nice for me, was we went to high school together, and we went to this school called Crossroads, and there was an alleyway. And I remember Kate one day just sort of walking down the alley, and she's in this little dress, and I'm like, what's happening? And it was all we wanted to do at that time was dress like Courtney Love, and we thought we were all in whole. And Kate sort of started that era at school, and she was wearing this tiny little slip dress, and it was completely see-through. And all of us had like backpacks and like big t-shirts and like looked crazy. And I'm like, what's happening? She's like, I was just suspended and asked to go home. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, my dress is too short and see-through. I mean, how rude is that? I'm like, well, yeah. So Kate always was ahead of her time, always in something cute. I always said, like, Penny Lane was actually Kate. I mean, that's how you dress. That was your vibe. And then all of a sudden, Coachella happened. And I think it's like Kate sort of paved the way. I still give you credit for all the Coachella dressing. That is for sure. Anyway, our love for fashion and shiny things probably goes back even further than high school. The definition of an entrepreneur is simple: one who organizes, manages, and assumes the risks of a business or enterprise, but we all know that. An entrepreneur is so much more. Entrepreneurs bring a deep passion to the business they create, which fuels their drive and ambition and allows them to see opportunity where others may see none. I think this perfectly summarizes what Kate has done with Fabletics. In recent years, there's a certainty, yes, I agree. In recent years, there's certainly been a wonderful and huge cultural and societal shift towards leading a more active lifestyle, also something Kate has always been passionate about. She she thinks she's an athlete, which is amazing. She will tell people that. You're good. You're good. A frustrated athlete. But having the vision to infuse fashion into activewear and make it affordable and accessible to all people and all ages and sizes is what Fabletics has done to set itself apart from the rest of the pack. Not only is Fabletics the fastest growing activewear brand ever in the history of e-commerce, but more importantly, it reflects Kate's unique authenticity, style, and positivity, along with a special message of community, empowerment, and inclusivity for women everywhere. It's entrepreneurship with a heart, and knowing Kate's true entrepreneurial spirit and nature, I have a feeling we won't have to wait too long for her next brilliant adventure, which I know is coming. It's a secret, but I know it's coming. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present this year's Fashion Entrepreneur of the Year Award to my best friend, my sister, Kate Hudson.
I loved your Pepsi.
Insta.
Can you tell Pepsi that?
Oh, I loved it.
Hi. 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 By the way, you were here the last time we were here, which was like full circle. So I was getting my hair and makeup done today, and I realized that I hadn't written a speech, right? And I was like, I gotta write a speech. And then I had to pump. And I was like, I'm like a one-handed pumper, so I was trying to pump and write at the same time, and then I had to like look up because they were doing my eyes, and I was like, fuck it, I can't write a speech. So I'm gonna have to, speak from the heart. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I would be accepting a Fashion Entrepreneur of the Year award, I would have been like, no, there's no way. I mean, maybe like for wearing fashion, but I don't know if I'd ever start a fashion business, or maybe I would, or I don't know. Anyway, here I am, and I have to say that starting Fabletics 5 years ago was one of the most exciting adventures I've ever been on. I didn't realize it at the time, but it sort of started as anything does entrepreneurial. You start out and you're like, oh, well, there's this idea that we have, and there's a white space in the market, and then you think about it, and you're like, is this something I really believe in? And then all of a sudden you go, yeah, I really believe in this because it's a message that I care about, and then I can add that to something really cute, and we can bring colors and fashion to an active lifestyle. We can make it affordable and available to everyone, which is really important to me. And maybe inspire some people to get healthy and start to think about what matters to them, which is their own, personal journey. And we can do it with really cute clothes. And then you get the right people together, and you all cross your fingers, and you hope that you succeed. A lot don't, some do, some sort of, kind of, as we all know, I'm sure a lot of people in this room, you kind of always hustling, right? It's a hustle, big hustle. For us, it was like a startup's dream. It just went from 0 to 1,000, and it was like, whoop, oh my God, this was neat. We were right. We were on to something. And it took over my life more than anything that I'd ever done, except producing movies. That's a whole other, that takes over your life as well, but for a small period of time. This became a life's journey, and it's been the most rewarding. So when I actually can relate to people with something that matters to me, which is when someone comes up to me and says, my husband left me after 20 years, and I gained 55 pounds, and I saw online this Fabletics thing, and then I was like, you know what, f*** it, I'm gonna
get my life together and I'm going to be strong. And 50 pounds, I lost everything and I got a boyfriend and I feel good about myself. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the most status. That was more inspiring to me than anything I've ever done. So it brought me a lot more than I thought it ever would. So getting awards like this means so much. And I think if I could say anything about being an entrepreneur, I think we live in a world right now where everyone's hustling for something, right? We all want to make something because, we want to be up here. And I would say that if I was to give anything back about my experience in this, is that authenticity is everything. If you believe in something, if you believe in yourself, like, that's the most rewarding part. Whether it becomes the most successful business or just a business that makes you happy, that authenticity, that's where it all comes from. And I think it stems from that, and I believe that that's why I get to accept things like this. So thank you to the Daily Front Row. And Jen, I love you. My other entrepreneur hustler, I love you so much. And good luck to everyone who's really believes in something and, wants to make it happen.
Our next presenter is a fucking nightmare. You know how there's rules? There's rules in life, yeah? We all know them. This chick breaks them all. Yeah, you know the rule, that universal one that you're not allowed to be really, really, really hot and funny. Yeah, you gotta, pick one. I've clearly picked hot. Not a joke. She is both. I'm like, pick a lane, bitch. Anyway. Another life rule that we all know is you are not allowed to be hotter in real life than you are on the cover of a magazine that you've been photoshopped. Yes, that's a rule. She is. And the third thing that just f***s me right off, she's had a baby with Jason Statham. Here to present Designers of the Year for Oscar de la Renta and Monse to Laura Kim and Fernando Garcia is the ever frustrating Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
Hi. Well, that was quite a welcome on stage. Okay. Wow, everybody looks beautiful. Okay, so the first time I met Laura and Fernando was September 2016, Fashion Week in the Monse showroom. I was so inspired by their debut collection. It was so different from anything I'd seen before, and I wound up staying hours trying absolutely everything on. Fast forward a few months to the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund luncheon, where I had the opportunity to wear my first Monse look. A deconstructed off-the-shoulder shirt and very high-waisted tailored pants. Despite being newly pregnant, I frankly had never felt cooler, this deserving an award in itself. On top of this major success, Laura and Fernando have also mastered an entirely different aesthetic at Oscar de la Renta. Since rejoining the heritage brand in 2016, Laura and Fernando have succeeded in infusing a modern, effortless attitude while maintaining its extraordinary craftsmanship, elegance, and joie de vivre. It is my pleasure to present these two talented, forward-thinking, co-creative directors with Designer of the Year.
Oh wow, I didn't expect tonight to be such a big event. Fernando told me it's a casual event, don't wear an evening dress.
I invited a few people, like, oh, it's like a little dinner tan. He's like, oh, thank you for this.
Yep. Never listened to Fernando again.
No.
So when we started Monse 4 years ago, I had a little tear sheet of new me. I'm like, I'm gonna be a business owner, and Fernando, I wanna be this powerful boss. And
I was like, yeah.
so I'm like, Fernando, I wanna be this girl, and I showed him a picture of Rosie. And I went to get my hair cut, and it didn't look like Rosie afterwards. But
Close enough.
And now she grew her hair out, so I grew mine out too. But after our second show, Rosie wanted to come see us in her showroom, and I was like, oh my God, why is she coming to see us? I was really nervous. And she came with our Look One outfit to visit us, and she bought it on Net-a-Porter, I found out later. So I'm very grateful that she's our muse and also a shopper.
You never get both.
I
Really.
know, I can't ask for anything better. Because for us to have our next collection, we need that.
Thank you for funding Monse. For me, I mean, it's been just a wild 3 to 4 years, almost 4. Thank you. It's been crazy. And people like Rosie and Eddie and Amal and Renee and Alex, our CEOs, everybody has supported us from day one, and it's been a wild ride. And all I can think of every day when I see all these employees that look up to us, like, well, you're not an employee, but Jamie, I love you. She was there from day one as well. Is to remember what Oscar taught us. We were his assistants at one point, and it was just to have fun every day. You have to have fun because it helps you look at life a little clearer. You have a bigger picture on things. And that's what we've learned in the past couple of years. And I think if you don't have fun, and I don't know if I would have had half of the amount of fun as I've had thanks to you, Laura, because thanks to Laura's strength and support, I have been able to look up to myself and think highly of myself. So
Oh, I didn't prepare for that part.
I didn't tell her this part of the speech, but I owe so much to you. So I wanted to thank you and everybody here for this tremendous honor. It really means a lot to us.
I also thank Fernando a lot too.
Sorry about Rosie. It's like looking directly at God. Seriously. Yeah. Okay. Our next honoree is amazing. She has just retired from Victoria's Secret after 20 years, which is incredible. Adriana Lima is amazing. Yes, there you are. Yes. Look, retirement can be hard for some people. And I've got to say, I did see Adriana before, and I think she's struggling a little. She's really let herself go. Yeah, so like her boobs are down to here. So I just need you all to be sensitive. It's a rough time. Anyway, it's fine. Just, lighting's good, it's fine. Please welcome Katie Grand to present fashion icon Adriana Lima. Be nice.
Come and help. I first met Adriana in the early 2000s, and one of the first things we did was shot with Glenn Lutchford for Harper's Bazaar US. It was a big deal for me. I'd never worked for Bazaar before. Adriana was really cute and really nice and really charming. And she took her belly button piercing out, and it was a big diamond that Lenny Kravitz had given to her, and we were all really impressed. And she wrapped it in some tissue paper, and we were like, yeah, we'll definitely take care of it. And we threw it away. Thank God, there she was, being gorgeous, charming, fine, kind of looked through the rubbish with us. Thank God we found the diamond. From there on, I hoped we'd remain friends, and I hoped one day I might look vaguely like her, but that didn't happen, but never mind. We've worked together on and off for 15 years. She's one of those amazing models and people that's crossed between high fashion, from iconic covers with Stephen Meisel to working with Victoria's Secrets for 20 years. I love this woman. I still wish I looked like her. I love working with her. She knows how to both drink martinis and battle with battle ropes. I've seen her get off planes and go to the gym. She's one of those people, and she really knows how to have a good laugh. I could insert a joke here, but I'm not funny enough. She's incredibly driven, and I can't think of anyone better to receive this award. I love you, and I wouldn't do this for anyone else.
Guys, 1 second. I have to say I'm shaking. Okay, can you hold this for me? I'm truly shaking. I was saying to her, I'm so nervous. But just think, half of the room, you know everyone. Why are you so nervous? I don't know. Thank you so much, Katie. Thank you, The Daily, for such a wonderful honor. I have to say this about Katie. There were times that I did struggle during my work, that I did not feel confident enough, beautiful enough. And Katie, she still chose me to do a campaign. And I told her there was a time in which I wasn't feeling the best. And then she called me and she asked me to do this campaign, and I went to her, you don't know what this means to me right now. I was losing my confidence, and you just gave it back to me. Thank you. So what I'm trying to say, this woman, besides being so talented, she has a wonderful heart, truly, and I have seen it, and thank you so much. Now, guys, I cannot believe that I've been in this business for over 20 years. And I'm still seeing myself, like, for you that doesn't know, I'm from Bahia in Brazil. And I will never forget the day that I arrived in New York. It was the first time actually I catch a flight, airplane in my life. And it was really a great adventure. I never thought that I would be standing here today receiving an award. And I have to thank many people, including Katie, that support me throughout the way, that believed in me, and gave me opportunity to create this career, including Steven Maisel, Merton Marcos, Russell James, the Victoria's Secret family, Maybelline, Puma, Chopard, Inez, and so many. I'm sorry if I miss some people. I truly am thankful for everyone. And, but it's not over yet. I will keep going, guys. Well, I have some family here. My cousin's here, Adriele right there. And I have to say, there were times that I was down, and it was great to have family next to you, supporting you. Thank you for being here. Some friends, Leanne over there, I love her, look. Christina, Luca, thank you so much for coming. By the way, it's Christina's birthday, happy birthday. And happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, you guys. Okay, let me go.
See, told ya. Poor thing, it's horrible. Here to present Launch of the Year to Candice Swanepoel is Russell James, or, as I like to call you, Aussie super photographer Russell James, and as he likes to call me, that girl that needs to stop fucking calling, trying to get free naked photos. Russell James, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. First, I just have to comment on Adriana. Just to understand how far Adriana has come. And by the way, if you'd called anyone here when you had a lack of confidence, I know what the answer would have been. But the first time that I met you on a photo shoot, we were struggling with a menu on a trip. And I recall I said, well, would you like, can you explain one more time? She could not speak English. That is how far Adriana has come. And I said, well, it's kind of the scampi or the couscous are really the two things. She says, okay, I take it. The spanky cuckoo, please. So for that, from that day forward, Adriana has always been belovedly known as Spanky. Candice, one of the issues you must face if you become friends with Candice is that you have to realise that you have to give up some pretty heavy values, and the big one is honesty, because honesty goes right out the window once you know Candy. When Candy calls and says, "Russ, could you possibly present an award to me? Are you doing anything? Like, I don't want to inconvenience you." The only answer that you have is, even though you may be on pre-op about to have dental surgery in Australia, is like, "Nope, not doing anything, of course, absolutely be there." It's pretty much the answer anybody that knows her would give. Candice is known and loved through our industry. She is one of the most kind-hearted, free-spirited people you will ever have the good fortune to meet, and she is truly one of the greatest models that I've had the pleasure to photograph. I refer to Candice as the world's most expensive hippie. Her gentle nature and good intention are visible through the many amazing causes that you really get behind Candice, and I just want to say that we really notice that. A lot of people have their fame and they don't put it to good use, and we really see what you're out there doing. And one would think with all of those qualities, and having won the biological lottery to the extent that she has, there isn't much more to add on. However, in Candice's case, she is also incredibly intelligent, entrepreneurial, and business-minded. And it's no surprise that when she called me and said, "I'm going to start my own environmentally friendly and ethical swim line, and I'm calling Tropic of Sea," that 1 year later, it's a formidable and rising brand in the market. It's an extraordinary accomplishment. So to supermodel, dedicated mother of 2 beautiful boys, kind-hearted human, and extraordinarily accessible businesswoman, all I can say is it's my honour and pleasure to present you Fashion Launch of the Year Award for your line, Tropic of Sea. Candice.
Half of those things are not true. Thanks, Russ. He's actually a big reason of where I am today. You know, we've battled it out on many a beach. But, nervous. I'm not going to look at you either, Lady Gaga. It's such an honor to be receiving this award. I never thought that the business would get to this point. I started it just to have a creative outlet that I could be free, that no one could tell me what to do. So it's incredible that in 1 year we've grown so much. I want to thank my team, who's been amazing. I started it in one of the most busy, almost tumultuous moments in my life. So I want to say thank you to you guys for putting up with me and my crazy life. I was doing fittings, pregnant, with a baby on one hip through Skype. So, you know, they really pulled it together. Daniela, Marlon, Clive, Jenny, Antonia, I love you guys, and thank you, Daly, for this honor. My voice is so shaky, I'm so nervous.
I tell you the amount of swimsuit fittings I've done pregnant. Oh. I hear you, girl. I was going to wear that tonight too. The Creatives of the Year Award is going to Katie Grand and Derek Blasberg for creating the moving image version of Love magazine on YouTube. Or as me and my mates call it, a ton of naked hot bitches just kind of dancing around. Here to present Katie and Derek for Creatives of the Year for Love magazine is Courtney Love. See what I did there? Please.
Hey, thank you. Hi. Hi, I'm kind of nervous, but hi, I'm so excited. Oh, hi, Gaga. Oh, God, you're there. All of you guys are here. So beautiful. So the first time that I met the delicious Katie Grand, she got me naked. It was a long time ago. It was in 2000, and she has that effect on a lot of people. Once for Pop magazine, Katie had these gorgeous pieces from John Galliano and Dior for me, but they were all sample size. So I think it was by design. We ditched clothing, and I stripped off for this shoot with Merton Marcus. And these images turned out to be like amazing kind of, I don't ever need to get naked again pictures. And frankly, I never really have to show my boobs anymore because Katie did such a good job with them. So when I first heard about the Moving Love issue, I felt like it was something really progressive for fashion. And with my friend Derek Blasberg involved, I knew it would be really groundbreaking. Katie has always had a knack for making wonderfully superb images as well as making naked things appear beautifully disheveled. And then there's Derek, who is just a warm, exceptional person and is helping to create more meaningful, nuanced, and interactive experiences for YouTube viewers in his new role as the head of fashion and beauty at the company. Between the two of them, yeah, I know, right? Between the two of them, I have no doubt that the result would be iconic. So, for the construction of the brilliant first movie magazine, Moving Love, allow me to introduce tonight's winners for Creative of the Year, a true fashion power couple, Ms. Katie Grant and Mr. Derek Blasberg.
Better than one.
I really want to thank Courtney because we named Love magazine after her. And it was an old cover, and we put her image up and we put love across the top, and we were like, we've got to call it Love. So thank you, Courtney, for doing this for us tonight. I'd also wouldn't be here without Derek and YouTube and...
I work for a tech company now, so all I have is some stats. So with the collaboration with Katie, we created 54 videos that have 15,363,000 total views for a total watch time of 23,390 minutes, which is about 44 years and 172 days. So, I don't know who's 44 in here, but it would be like you watching this, nothing but me and Katie the entire time. It was also a very educational experience. Courtney Love talked about how scream music affected her therapy in her video. Cara Delevingne said the first time she felt beautiful was when someone told her that they loved her. Violet Chachki introduced me to the idea of slut drops, which didn't know what that was. And only David Beckham would only put on blue eyeshadow for Katie Grant. So you're an incredible partner, and this was an incredibly productive collaboration. So thanks for everything.
Can we thank Steve Mackey, my husband, as well, who did most of the films. Greg Krellenstein, who negotiated the casting. Jamie, Violet, Slick, and some other people in the room who we worked with, and we couldn't have done it without all of you. And Adriana, everyone knows I love you. Thank you.
Courtney Love. Oh, no, I wasn't calling your name, I was just emoting. Presenting the Digital Retailer Award for Pretty Little Thing, which I'm actually in the middle of a lawsuit with because that's my stage name. Don't Google it, it's a lie, it's a joke. We're here to have fun, yay! Please welcome the ever gorgeous Larsa Pippen.
Okay, so I'm not even going to joke. I was supposed to be able to read this off a teleprompter. Everyone else got to read off the teleprompter but me, but we'll try to get through this. Since launching in 2012, PLT is taking digital retail and fast fashion by storm. The company's growth is a true phenomenon. The PLT concept has hit a swift and is super hot with young fashion people. They've done amazing collaborations with Kourtney Kardashian, Hailey Bieber, and most recently, Ashley Graham. Accepting the award for Best Digital Retailer for Pretty Little Thing on behalf of PLT CEO founder Umar Kamani is my bestie, Malika.
I would love to say this is mine, but it's not. So I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of Umar Kamani and his team at Pretty Little Thing. As one of the brand's longest-standing ambassadors, I can honestly say this is a very proud moment for Umar, especially after everything they've accomplished in the last 6 years. Umar's dedication and passion are a testament to the spirit of Pretty Little Thing brand. A brand that started with only 20 accessories on their website is now one of the biggest inclusive fashion websites in the world. I want to say a huge congratulations to Umar and the Pretty Little Thing team. You guys are truly deserving of this year's Best Digital Retail Award. Thank you.
I'm still here. Now, I'm pretty sure our next presenter is what you Americans call a hall pass. We're not that fancy in Australia. We're not. We're kind of more along the lines of, hey, you're hot and famous, let's root. Yeah, may or may not have been what I was trying to say on the red carpet to him. Now, gays, take a deep breath. And please welcome to say a few words about his stylist, Ilaria Urbinati, who's taking home the Style Curator Award presented by Sunglass Hut. Yeah. Hottie McHotface, aka James Marsden. We even are wearing matching colours. It's meant to be. Hi. Hi, I'm Celeste. Yeah. Bye, hot husband. No.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am here tonight because two of Ilaria's other clients, some guy named Rami and some guy named Bradley, have evidently hit their award show quota for the season. So you get me. Hey. I think we can all agree in the last decade we have seen a pretty massive shift in menswear. And I mean by looking at men on the red carpet or events, and they look like they actually give a shit about what they're wearing. So that's good. And at the forefront of that, I like to believe, is one of my very good friends, Ilaria Urbinati. And I first met Ilaria, yes. I met Ilaria back in 2013, 6 years ago, at a Playboy magazine photo shoot, ironically. And she came in as a stylist to dress me. And normally when you meet somebody new and you haven't worked together, there's all these niceties like, hey, so good to meet you. And, I want to make sure you're comfortable. What's your normal day-to-day style? I just want to dress you in whatever you're comfortable in. Ilaria was, hey, how's it going? Put this on. And I was like, okay, we're going to get along really well. She was not impolite. She was direct. She wasn't cold, she was bold. She was a strong woman who has impeccable taste, and she knows exactly what she wants, and she's not afraid to tell you that. And that's exactly what I needed in my life. I needed someone to come in, and say, just put this on, wear this. Ilaria's like the fashion equivalent of ordering a Trust Me at Sugarfish. It's like, stop talking, you dumb actor. Just put it on. And I did, and I continued to. And it wasn't a couple of weeks later, I was getting a GQ best dressed list, some list I didn't know existed until Ilaria. And we kept working together. She taught me, what a nice suit was, and even more importantly than that, what a proper fit was. She would say you could wear a $500 suit that is tailored properly, and that's better than a $5,000 suit that is poorly tailored. And I was learning all of these things. And then I saw her dance card begin to fill up as the years went by with pretty much every other male super leading man. And The Rock, Donald Glover, Chris Evans, Bradley, Rami, everybody, blah, 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 blah. They're all great. And I had the good fortune of staying in her field of gravity, not only on the work front, but more importantly to me as a very close friend, which is a rare thing in this industry of acquaintances. She is one of the most generous and compassionate people that I know, and that bold trademark aria she carries over into her real life with the way she lives her life. She leads with her heart. She lives big, boldly, and unapologetically, and inspires me every day. In addition to being an incredible stylist, of course, she is a true creative visionary. She's designed successful collections for the likes of Eddie Bauer and Strong Suit, and she's just introduced her latest collaboration. I'm reading from this because I want to get it right. For Roots or Fight. She's also used her influence to support causes she believes in deeply, like animal protection and conservation, child welfare, and immigration. And she's been at the forefront of creating a supportive, inclusive fashion community here in Hollywood. I can't think of another person I'd rather be up here giving an award to. I love it when good things happen to good people. And so it is with great pleasure to present the Style Curator of the Year award to my good friend, Ilaria Urbinati.
I love you. You're going to stay up here with me, okay? Wow, okay, that was your heaven. No, I want you to stay with me, please. I'm a stylist. I'm supposed to be behind the scenes in sweatpants, not up here talking in front of very fabulous strangers, so you're going to stay. Nice suit, by the way, styled. You know, it's a funny time to be a stylist. When I started out, no one really even knew what a red carpet stylist was. I mean, I remember I worked in retail, and the only stylist I knew dressed like the Rolling Stones. Everybody just kind of dressed themselves. It was a free-for-all. And then the Rachel Zoe show, like, reality show changed everything, which is sort of funny. And I'm going to stop looking at you now. Look at that.
No, look at me.
And, you know, we've all been sort of trying to figure out what this game is as we've gone along and, you know, tried to take these great opportunities and do fun things. And I think one of the most exciting things is I get to, if I'm really into something, I get to turn it into something creative with my job. Like if I'm into the 70s, then I get to put Donald Glover in all these cool 70s looks for his like Star Wars press tour. Or I got into like racing cars, and I got to do a collaboration with Porsche, and I'm a Patriots fan. I got to work with NFL, and just all these kind of fun projects where I get to take these like nerdy things I'm into and turn them into something creative, and so navigating that's been sort of interesting. And then obviously the best favorite part of my job is I get to work with such amazing people and guys like James, who, I love you for coming here tonight, thank you. And, you know, I have so many lovely clients that have become like family to me, and they mean the world to me. And, you know, also I get to work with these incredible artists at these brands that I absolutely adore, you know, and it's been so fun to get to, I don't know, it's like mind-boggling to get to work with like Gucci on a suit, and I get to tell them what to, you know, what I want, and they make it for me, and it's amazing. Okay, I've did it. This is terrifying. So, thank you to the Daily. Thank you, James.
I've totally done our next presenter. Have. Totally did her. She was topless too. Don't believe me because I'm a size 14? Have a little look at this. It's proof. Gaga, you were looking at your notes. That was my comic genius, and Gaga missed it. Play it again. No, don't. No one needs to see it again. Trust me. It's okay. I'll send it to you later. If you just give me your number. It's okay. She's getting ready. I'm so sorry. Trust me. She's as good as you'd imagine she'll be. Please welcome the gorgeous Joan Smalls.
I must say she did a better job in the campaign than I did. Good evening. I am here to present the award for Jewelry Brand of the Year to the talented Valérie Messika, founder and creative director of luxury Parisian diamond jewelry house, Messika. Okay, so this is a little known fact. I recently found out that she did not grow up playing with toys like the rest of us. Instead, she played with diamonds. That her father brought her home from work. Must have been nice. This has done well for her. In such a short period of time, Valérie has created one of the most successful and quickly growing houses of high jewelry. In less than a decade, Valérie has defined herself as a game changer in the illustrious world of the diamond industry. Her creations set in modern and fluid design marry the worlds of high jewelry and fashion. She has this incredible talent for making diamonds wearable stylishly, entwined with a mix of edge and rock and roll in appearance. Many aspects across design alongside modern and historical culture inspire Valérie, including the city where she's from, Paris, where she lives with her husband and their two beautiful daughters. Valérie's mantra, make every woman feel feminine, powerful, and elegant. And I must say that's something that's true within her being. With celebrity fans and muses including the likes of Gigi Hadid, Beyoncé, Charlize Theron, and many more, it is no wonder that Valérie has become one of the most sought-after jewelry designers globally, and I'm very lucky to be here with you tonight. So it is my privilege to welcome the very talented, visionary, and entrepreneur, Valérie Messika, onto the stage.
Oh my God, it's even worse now. Thank you so much, Joan. It's such a privilege to receive this award from you. You're such an inspirational and amazing woman. I'm sure everybody's okay with this tonight. While everybody was speaking, I was saying to myself that I'm the less known person. You probably don't know who I am tonight, and I'm sorry for that. But okay, I'm going to present a little bit. I feel really honored to stand in front of you tonight here in Los Angeles. You can imagine what a Parisian girl means for me, Los Angeles. And in front of you, I'm going to say a French word, la crème de la crème, you know what I mean? Of the fashion industry. So I'm very, very impressed. When I launched my jewelry line, it was 13 years ago, I wanted to break the code with this industry, which I respected so much, but I found a little bit too traditional. So my really inspiration was, and still is, the fashion. Because fashion is an attitude. Fashion is, how do you say, a state of mind, an allure, a self-confidence. And for me, the jewelry is all about this. And this was my goal. And to receive this award from the fashion industry means that my intuition was right, and that in a part, my message get to the point. So really, I would like to say to the Daily Front Row, thank you so much. Really, really, you cannot imagine what a recognition is today for me tonight. I cannot stand in front of you tonight without saying thank you to one of my muse, which is Gigi Hadid, I'm sure you know. I was very lucky to work with her, and it was an amazing journey, and I would like to thank her to sharing her passion for jewelry and for fashion, and tell her how much I enjoy that. And I would say only one more thank you, last but not least, my husband. He's here. You're my #1 supporter. I would like to tell you how much I love you, how much you give me wings every day. You're supporting the brand till the very first day, and you supported my name family every day like yours. So for that, thank you so much. I love you.
I'm so relieved I'm not the only person in the room who used to play with diamonds when they were a kid. It's getting awkward. Our next presenter needs no introduction at all. No, that's it. No, they know who you won an Oscar last week. Just come up. Trust me, they'll scream when you stand. Just come. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, you need to come first. Yeah. I will come down and get you. Oh, he's doing her hair. Oh, clap, 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 clap.
I suppose because it's St. Patrick's Day that many would have assumed I would have showed up with green hair, but Frederick and I like to piss people off, so I'm just a regular old blonde today. But I did bring my speech in a green folder. And it's long, so have a sip of your drink and lay back. This is for Hairstylist of the Year. To be honest, I don't even know where to begin. There are no words that I could say, no speech I could give that would adequately express the deep love, admiration, and respect that I have for Frederick Asperus. Even saying his full name, as the rock star he's become, I find myself thinking, no. He's not just, in my eyes, the greatest hair artist in the world. He's the brother I never had. And he's truly one of my best friends in the whole world. And I call him Freddie. A boy who was born in San Francisco, who then moved to Los Angeles to pursue his dreams. And he has done beyond that in spades. And that is why you are here today. We've worked together for over a decade. And although I have had the honor of working with many legends in this world of hair, for me, Freddie is beyond legendary. And to quote Sam McKnight, which many of you know, it doesn't matter if the makeup and the fashion are good. If the hair is bad, everything is wrong. And he was right. I met him through Kim Kimball. He was going on tour with me to do my hair for the Monster Ball, my second tour. And after 6 months or so of going through the same routine and styling, which he did perfectly every time, I remember one very special moment. As I was sitting in the glam chair, slowly, his hands pushed a ripped-out page from Italian Vogue across the table with a model who had piss yellow hair. I said, "Freddie, what is that?" He said, "I know. I was just thinking." And then he stopped talking, not sure if I wanted to hear his ideas to collaborate with him. I said, "Freddie, with this hair and with this makeup, I would look like a live Liechtenstein." He said, "Yes." I said, "This is live pop art." Then he said, "What if we added a root to give it your own edge?" I remember I asked him to make the wig right away.
and began wearing it in my show immediately. That was the beginning of me and Freddie. And I pray to God that there will never be an end. He has sewn 3 wigs together on my head because I wanted it to be more bombastic. He developed quick change techniques, I will not reveal his secrets, to pull off or put on sculptures of hair on and off my head for stage performances. He's changed my lace front and the pieces in 35 seconds while I'm panting, catching my breath, changing my costumes, screaming to make my cue to hit the stage and sing. 35 seconds. The genius of this man is simply unparalleled. No matter big or how small the occasion, whether it's staying up all night before the Oscars because we're both going, bitch, we didn't come this far to go to the Oscars with a root. We gotta bleach it. All night. Just Hail Mary. Or, just for a night on the town or a date. Frederick always operates, no matter big or how small, on the highest level of professionalism, focus, and above all, heart. He's always creating. He never, ever stops. Whether it's building wigs from scratch, masterfully, hair sculptures, coloring hair. And there's colorists, there's people that cut hair, there's people that make wigs. Freddie does it all. He colors hair with a diamond-like precision. He bleaches my hair to blonde perfectly, with never a single strand of my hair falling out. And I will not say names, but there have been some big names in Hollywood who have dyed my hair blonde and it has fallen out. Not with you. Cutting my hair or my wigs. And my favorite is watching him cut them with my music playing in the bathroom while he dances with the wig, imagining how it will move with me on stage. Singing along. He's always inventing without an ego. He wants me to be one with his art. He wants the people he works with to feel beautiful, for artists to come together and make history from their hearts. For Freddie, it actually isn't about the hair at all. It's about the inspiration that runs endlessly through him in a spiritually talented effort to make, for me, feel very strong, empowered, and ready to do what we both want. To not make people love us, but to make people love themselves. I've been through many highs and lows consistently throughout my career, and Freddie has been there for it all. To dance and celebrate with me through all our achievements. For example, his many award nominations, including one for the Emmys. And let's just be clear, I wouldn't have won that Golden Globe for the Countess without that hair, okay? So the hair did half the acting. We've always been there for each other. But what I really want to say, on the most personal of levels, I told you this would be long, I'm sorry. But I love him so much and I'm so proud, is that man sitting right there
has picked me off the floor and told me I'm strong and can persevere more times than I could ever count. If I was on the floor, he was right there with me. And then, Freddie, you'd pick me up and work your mastery on me, on my hair, and say, look at yourself. You are strong. You can do this. This is where you belong. And Freddie, I am here today to tell you that this is where you belong. I have watched you. I have watched you fight from being someone who was seen for doing my hair just for the stage to making their way to the cover of American Vogue, beauty magazines, shoots with Stephen Klein, Peter Lindbergh, and me telling everyone, no, I understand that's who they work with. I work with Frederick. And I've also watched you cue up Don Henley's song, Dirty Laundry, our song, to help me stop crying and make me laugh and dance and remind me that life is beautiful, even with all our dirty laundry. Of all the things he has done, Frederick is simply the greatest, truly, hair artist on the planet. And when it comes to blondes, he has a library of information in his soul from women of any decade or century. He's constantly researching. I see him studying, practicing. He doesn't campaign his work to win awards, nor does he participate in using me or anyone else on social media to amplify himself to be famous. Freddie does not care about these things. He cares about people. He always reminds me of a famous Marilyn Monroe quote: "If you don't love me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best." You remind me of that, Freddie, all the time. And although you've done my hair thousands of times, with hundreds upon hundreds of iterations, the greatest part of you is your heart. You are not here to be a celebrity. You are not here to say, look at me. You are here because you are the purest form of an artist. You simply must create. For you, it is breathing. And you breathe life into me and everyone around you whenever you are around all of us. Our friends are here tonight. Some of the House of Gaga, we love you so much. He even inspired me to write a song on my album, Born This Way. Freddie, you don't know this. But I will leave you with this. As a sign of love and passion I have for you, as I witness your fearless passion running through your veins every day, I dedicate this song to you. To quote my song, Hair. Whenever I dress cool, my parents put up a fight. And if I'm a hot shot, Mom will cut my hair at night. And in the morning, I'm short of my identity. I scream, Mom and Dad, why can't I be who I want to be? I just want to be myself, and I want you to love me for who I am. I just want to be myself, and I want you to know I am my hair. I've had enough. This is my prayer, that I'll die living just as free as my hair. Freddie, I love you with all my heart. I'm so proud of you. You are epically deserving of this moment. You help inspire me to love myself and be myself every day. Ladies and gentlemen, and people of all sexual identities, the passionate, fearless, talented, and humble Frederick Asperas.
Note to self, never have an Oscar award-winning actress present your award, because this is what happens. You're a mess now, so I don't even know where to begin. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to keep this short, but thank you, Gaga, for ruining my makeup. No, seriously, you are, for everyone, and especially me, my inspiration for the past 10 years. And for that, I am forever grateful and humbled by it. Because we created such beautiful work together. You are my sister. You are my family. To this journey of life that goes beyond work, beyond what we do every day. This is what it means to succeed. I want to thank Kent, my agency, The Only, for being with me since day one. And I love you guys, and Brett. I want to thank the Daily Front Row, because you acknowledged my work. And for me, that means a lot. And I am truly grateful and honored for that. Eddie, wherever you are. Thank you very much for sitting and listening to my story. I've never been very candid about my life and my journey and my struggles. And you took the time to listen and hear me out. And I'm grateful for that, because people don't do that in this industry. I appreciate you. I grew up very, very different from all this. I have very humble beginnings, if you only knew. And I also grew up with a lot of mental health issues, which is something that's very serious and I want to talk about because of the person I am and being different, growing up gay, being Asian, not being able to express yourself, and at such a young age of having a gift and a talent, not being able to express yourself because you're being bullied, because you're being beat up every single day, because you love to do hair and you're 13 years old and no one cares and calling you names. Just all it did was just made me feel very lonely in this world. But what I want to do is dedicate this award tonight to someone who's sorry. I'm going to dedicate this award to my mother, because my mother could not be here tonight. And she's a hairdresser. She's an immigrant from Vietnam. She's a woman, a business owner, who saved every single penny to start her own business. I am the American dream. I am the American dream. It is to fight hard. It is to work through all your adversities. It is to fight. It is to demand. It is to believe in yourself. And I wouldn't be here tonight without my chosen family, my friends who are here tonight also. Without them, this could not happen also. And I believe that. And I'm going to go home tonight and I'm going to tweet, or Instagram, post this. I'm going to tweet this. That's how much I work on it, social media. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to hope to inspire a generation of young artists out there who hears my story and sees this tonight and then follows me, that believe that this can happen to you too. So thank you very much for listening to my story and listening to us, because this is what all that matters, is having all this tonight. Thank you very much.
Don't mind us, we're just beside ourselves over here. You get your photos. Jesus. Oh, it's fine, you sit down. I haven't seen my kids for a while. Busy Phillips is having a fucking heart attack, she's crying so hard. All right. Okay, we're going to shake it up a bit now. Because I'm presenting now, not just hosting, I'm presenting. I am presenting Model of the Year, obviously. I'm presenting it. To Slick Woods, you little rock star. Yeah.
I thought y'all thought I was a rapper. Yo, what's up? It's me. What's happening? I'm arrived. Damn, never done nothing like this before. Usually we're not supposed to talk. But, no, hey, my name is Karen, you know. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, I remember 4 or 5 years ago, I can't really call it, but I was sleeping on a bus stop, not too far from here, actually. And Ashley Steinmetz found me, and he said, "Oi," and I was about to cut him. I was like, "Bro, who's this man walking up to me? Can't call it." So He was like, you know, it's like, you want to smoke? I was like, cool, we smoke. Then he told me he was a model, and I was like, what's that? I met Stella, and I met, you know, my agent, Ali Kavasi, and I really appreciate him. And my life changed that day, and ate with Ashley ate. Yeah, my whole life changed. It's kind of, it's kind of crazy, you know, going from being homeless to $500 dinners and, you know, coming into adulthood, having a child, you know, a beautiful baby boy, and being able to change his life and, you know, he have a different life like all of you guys have, you know. But thank you so much, and I just appreciate it. I can't give you guys all of me right now. Thank you. Anybody can do it. Hood nigga out.
Okay, we're nearly done. Our final presenter tonight is a fellow Aussie like me. Yes, which is fun. We've got Sia's coming up tonight. And I remember, it's so funny. I remember back in the days, sitting at Bondi Beach or something in Australia like we do. It was me, Sia, the Hemsworth boys, kangaroos or something, I don't know, all just kind of sitting there dreaming about taking America by storm, and now it's kind of a bit nuts, right? Like there's Sia, amazing, multi-award-winning singer-songwriter. Yeah, those Hemsworth boys are just owning Hollywood. And I'm also here, you know, hosting a 40-minute untelevised fashion award ceremony in a foyer of a hotel. For free. To present the award for Fashion Visionary to Christian Siriano, please welcome my best friend, Sia.
Oh, all right. Okay, so this is what my face looks like, and you know, the person I'm presenting this award to is my friend, so I wanted to award it to him as my friend and not as the pop star, and also because I thought people might not believe that it was me, I wrote you a song while I was peeing earlier. So it goes like this. Christian, you dressed me when I felt like a potato. You dressed me when I was my body shamer. You dressed me before I was even famous. Christian, 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 you do your best to make us feel special when not all of us can fit in a sample. It's you who stands here as an example. You're fabu, fabu. Christian, get your ass on stage. Oh, Christian, get your ass on stage. Come on, Christian, get your ass on stage so that we can do shoulders. Those are dogs.
I can't sing.
I leave now, right?
Yeah, bye. I told her she could leave afterwards, so that, yeah. Yeah, wow, I'm very emotional. Well, thank you so much to my friend Sia, because she doesn't like to go anywhere, which is why she wears a wig. So I really appreciate you being here for me, and I love you, and I would dress you any day of the week. And Celeste, I think you're so beautiful, and I think that you deserve the same attention as everyone else, just to let you know. I really do. Because I think the funny videos of you not fitting in a sample is like, well, who cares? Like, why do you need that? Anyway, that's just my little thought there. I came here with some really amazing friends, Juliette Lewis and Alicia Silverstone and Bisney Phillips and Janet Mock, because you're all icons to me, and I really appreciate you being here to support me. And And I've had the honor of obviously working with some amazing people in this room, and really appreciate that over my last kind of 10-year career, if you call it whatever that is. But I wanted to I just read a little something that I wrote, and I was thinking about clothes, and I think clothes are emotional. It's the way we present our confidence to the world and the way people see us. I think we're visual creatures by nature, and it's our first impression sometimes of people. And I knew at a young age that I just wanted to create things for people. I didn't really think about anything else but that. That's what I thought a designer was the job to do. And I think early on, the goal was to just make people feel their very best selves. I think that's the job. No matter what size, age, gender, whatever you are, you should feel fabulous in how you present yourself to the world. I just think that that's so important. I think fashion should make you feel, and I think we all deserve to feel something special. I think obviously winning an award for being a visionary, because I dress all these great people and have had this thought to put curvy models on my runway or whatever it was, can be a thing to think about. But I do know that I think no matter what, I guess now I realize that is special, and I do feel very proud of what we've done. So it really is an honor tonight to receive this award. I've been in the business a long time, but obviously not maybe always celebrated for the right thing, and now I'm really proud that I get to be celebrated for something like this. Yeah, the fashion business can be really, really hard. It can break you down. And I think that that's just something I think about a lot. But I know that if I was gone tomorrow and the business was over and I stopped doing what I was doing, that I would leave something behind that was more than just clothes. And I think, I just think that I would get to leave behind knowing that I got to change the perception of what's beautiful. I got to change, someone's life, and that someone might have been overlooked once or twice, but I hope that they feel great in the clothes. So yeah, thank you so much, and it's a really, really, really special honor. Thank you.
Sia left her song lyrics up here. I'm going to be rich. Sell those. Okay, you guys, before you all run away, there's some things that I need to tell you. There's 2 hashtags that you need to use in your things. One is hashtag FLAS 2019. Just do it, please. And the other one is hashtag Celeste Challenge Accepted. So there you go. Thanks so much for tonight. I've had an excellent time. Let's go out and get some drinks. Have a good night. Bye.